was great, and yeah, I want to show you this. It's fencing type strategy. Fencing type strategy is basically you point up and you go. You point it forward. Right. So, just to go forward, it's all coming from the lift and the forward. And it's kind of like it's a snap, but if you just lift, snap, now you twist, the snap, and you get even more of this forward power. See, like reaching forward and pulling this back as hard as you can, then going like that. It also shoots this out. So, I'm trying to show you these. You can come from here, spin it in, and snap it out. You can come from here, snap it out. You can come from out here, snap it in. Yeah, I mean, it kind of works better from all these kind of either at least staying level or coming up a little bit. But it's all basically the same thing. It's this whip action. But I noticed this. It's like, alright, you see this hand? Alright. I used to kind of punch like this. This foot lands, I use it and I pull, I smash through off of it. But see, from doing this, I've learned how to use the back foot instead of using the back foot as the front foot to pull myself through. Instead, it's like this. I move forward with this foot and I creep in halfway with this one. And I already kick it to the side, so it's like I got the twist by the shape of the foot. So it's real sneaky. It's like someone stabs at your face. You step out of the way. You drag your foot in, and then you see, because look, as soon as you lift this foot up, and this foot is not touching the ground. So all my body weight is off this one piece of my foot down here. So I'm using this foot to I can use it to get this torque in this leg here. Then what I do, I get this in place, pull this forward, uncoil, and then, it's just as simple as this. All you really got to do is just do that constantly. With anything, it doesn't have to be a knife. Run. Okay. See, once again, look. You're see, someone was coming from this way, but I was looking over here at this guy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. You kind of swing it in one way and whip it out another way. From what I know, I ain't really been practicing this very long. But since I've been practicing martial arts in general, it always unlocks. Each new skill unlocks a new ability. Just like that. Continuous motion stroke. That's just a nunchuck movement. This punch like this is just like it should be just like holding a spear like this and going and dropping it, holding it. You could turn that into a punch. See right there on that punch, both of my feet were scooting across the ground. There was no root from the ground. I was flying as I was touching with the fist. So, when you use this back foot to step off on, you got the earth behind you. But when you're actually flying, it's like all you have is your momentum. and you're getting all your, it's like, it's, for instance, it's like everyone should know it's different getting hit like this as opposed to getting hit like that. There's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? These are the things you want to keep yourself aware of. It'd be like if you were sword fighting with people, but you didn't want to kill them. Instead of using the point or the blade, you would use the ridge. And if it's a double-sided sword, you use the flat side. Instead of using the points or trying to scratch, you'd slap like that. You know what I'm saying? So you could still, I mean, you can get to such a degree with any weapon.
I gotta pee.
The truth, like the defeating people, overcoming them with weapons by force, is not really what's hard. It's mastery without succumbing to that brutal thuggery of force. I mean, any old man or animal can access the pure primal thuggery spirit that you know. But that's why, like, I hate when people go. We may share, DNA with animals, not like as in like human DNA, but the fact that every single living organism is made of DNA. So therefore, we all have similar structurisms. Even no matter how far you can stretch what can be encoded within that piece of DNA. So yeah, the animals are kind of like relatives, but not in a social Darwinistic sense. Like, I'm not into evolution. I'm into something called adaptation. I mean, even if why would I pick, the Bagua when it's all based upon change? I mean, but yet, even though certain things change, it's changing in the midst of constants as well. The earth is always round, sun and the moon, the stars, they haven't lost their course, or would have seen ancient man would have left record of it somewhere. So that is more accurate than our computers, just the constellations. So I mean, there's a lot more. There's a lot more to every little thing than it would first appear. So, but from doing this right here, like a normal punch. Like before I learned how to do when I watched Bruce Lee, it would always freak me out because I just couldn't understand how he was pulling off this punch from the manner he was doing it. But as soon as I, put something in my hand like this, and I went, it's like I understood kind of better what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get it. It's just like the sword. You spin this way, you uncoil out. You know what I'm saying? And the front foot is lifted, so it's all on the back foot. It's all forward. It's just like Jing Yi Quan in a way, but Jing Yi's based on the spear. That's why the spear interchanges pretty good with the fencing. With the it's like fighting. It's like you got a sword, but you don't have a sword. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. It's all these things. It'd be just like if you had a attack that's called chopping wood, where it'd be like this, just like an axe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me think how that would even work. A person is attacking down, and you want to turn around and you go, because that can turn into you grab their arm, pull it down, then lift it, and they should keep rolling. I'm just saying, I think of keto and Bagua. I even seen it. The reference was in the Bagua book, but I think he used it in a keto person. But it said basically, what did it say? Oh yeah, it's like a good kung fu practitioner is like a good golfer because it's 100% backwards, 100% forward process. But I mean, to go 100% backwards